Fusion Impact students, welcome to class. Let's get started. So again, remember, if you are coming into in-person classes, which we highly recommend, make sure you're catching up on any of the stripes that you know that you might be behind on earning on your belt, okay? I believe as of this week, all of the stripes are unlocked. That means form, sparring, board breaking, self-defense, targeting, all of the different stripes are unlocked for you to get. We also have your leadership form, which is going to be emailed out to you this week. If you don't already have one, you'll get a link for that this week, so look out for that. All right, so we're going to get started with our warm-up drill, and today, one of the big things we're going to focus on is making our form even better than it already is, okay? So we're going to go through that, and here's the deal. There's a big difference in having it memorized and having it look good, okay? What we're going to focus on today is making it look good, all right? Because here's the deal. At the end of the day, we are martial artists, right? And artists make things look beautiful. They make things look sharp. They make things look really unique and cool. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways that we're going to be able to do that right here in our warm-up, okay? So first, let's face front, strong bow. All right, academy tendencies begin. Saying with me, I will demonstrate leadership, strength, commitment, knowledge, respect, sir, and give me a bow. All right, let's go to raise hands. Let's get just 10 jumping jacks. Nice and easy. Ready? Go for it. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. Last one, 10, sir. Very good. Keep it loose. Feet wide shoulders, neck rotations. Whew, goodness, feels nice and stiff. Feels like a Monday, even though it's not. Good, other way. Round and around. Where we stop, nobody knows. All right, arm circles forward, big circles around. Good. Try to keep your elbows straight. It gets deeper into those shoulder muscles, okay? Good, backwards. Good, nice motion here. Good, back and forth across the body. Nice. Make sure the whole body's awake, up and down here. Especially this warm-up drill here is going to use a lot of our upper body. You're going to be excited about it. I'm telling you, feet as wide shoulders, or twice wide shoulders, over the top, side to side. Get those low back muscles and obliques awake, alert, ready to work for us. Twist side to side. Good. Again, nice and relaxed here. Getting warm, getting moving. Legs straight, stretch low side to side. On this one, I'm bringing my chest to one knee, other knee. Legs are all the way straight as I lean down, stretching. Good. From here, hands on the floor, hips side to side. So I'm going to point this foot up, and then this foot up as I go side to side. Look, that leg locks out straight as I go and stretches our hamstrings out. Whew. All right, all right. Starting to feel that blood flowing around. So from here, again, we're going to work on making our form really sharp, okay? We're going to include some feet things in here too, but most common combination we have in any of our forms is a chop, punch combo, okay? So from here, what we're going to do is getting a good front stance, okay? So as you can see in your TV or your screen, my feet are as wide as my shoulders, so you can see a separation here like I'm on train tracks. I don't want my feet to be on the same train track. I want them on separate train tracks, both pointed forward, front knee bent. All right, so from here, what I want to do is I'm going to cross on top, the leg that's in front, or in this case, going to be in front, I'll tell you what I mean. I'm going to take that arm, cross it on top. See my elbows up in front of my chin? The other one crosses on bottom, and my elbows are stacked like an alligator's mouth. From here, I chop, punch. Now, we know how to do that. Now, watch what's going to happen here. This punch is going to cross on top, other one on bottom, switch legs, chop, punch. I'm going to go slow. I'm going to try. Take that punch, it becomes your chop. So that punch crosses on top, other one crosses on bottom, switch, chop, punch, okay? So the punch becomes the chop. I switch legs, and my goal for you is when your foot lands, your chop lands. When your foot lands, your chop lands, okay? Here we go, setting the timer. Get ready, get set, get readier, and go for it. So we have chop, punch, hug, switch, chop, punch, hug, switch, chop, punch, hug. Good, just getting a nice rhythm going here. Keep it up, don't stop. We have 11 seconds down, 9 seconds left. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, very good. So again, we can I can do this sloppy, right? Like that, or I can land then chop. What I want is tight. I want this to be tight. If your shoulders are too tight, you can't stack your elbows, then you're getting just as tight as you can get it. All right. One hand's always on my shoulder like it's a shelf. The other hand's always in my armpit. I never have both arms on top. That locks me up. Okay. So here, switch, chop, punch, hug, switch, chop, punch. Now, for those of you that are like, this is kind of easy for me, Mr. Mershad. I'm kind of, kind of a beast, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to go for your chop punch. Hug, chop, punch. Hug, chop, punch. Okay, so what you're doing is you're landing on the knee, okay, that was in front, and I come up, punch, hug, chop, punch, okay? So whichever way you want to do it to get your legs warmed up. Ready, set, and go for it. 25 seconds this time. So as you hug that chop on top, switch, touch your knee, come up and punch. Switch, touch your knee, come up and punch. Good, keep it up. All right, all right. That's 10 seconds down, 15 seconds left. Keep it up. Make sure that hug is tight. If it's not tight, you're just hopping back and forth doing some weird dances. Good. You got 5 more seconds. Make it sharp. Make it count. Make it good. Make it great. 3, 2, 1. Nice job, nice job. So when we do forms later, okay, whenever you have a chop punch or any technique, I don't want to hug when I land. So I don't want to go like skip, front kick, land, hug, chop. What I want to do is I want to skip, front kick, hug, land chop happens at the same time, then I throw my punch, okay? That's very important to get a gold medal in a tournament. You got to work hard. It's things like that that help you get that gold medal in competitions as soon as we have those happening again. You guys did a great job. Let's go on to our stretches. All right, so we're going to start down in seated ankle stretch. So we're going to sit down on the tops of our feet. I'm sitting kind of on my heels right now, so my foot is flat on the floor. I'm stretching out my shin, my ankles, a little bit of quadricep stretch on this one. All right, and just kind of nice and relaxing after a warm-up drill, honestly. All right, good. From there, we're going to roll our toes back, seated toe stretch. So I'm sitting up on the ball of my feet now, so I'm stretching my toes backward to help front kicks and round kicks. When I kick with a front kick or round kick, I want to hit with the ball of my foot, and I don't want my toes to get in the way. So this just helps that process. Good. All right, from there, we're going to sink into our cobra stretch. Hips down, shoulders up. You can choose to have your legs on the floor or just your hands and feet. Either way is a good stretch. So you can even turn your shoulders one way to stretch your abs, other way. This is a great stretch for after a good ab set as well, if you just want to stretch those muscles out in between doing sit-ups or crunches. Good. From there, cat back, head down, shoulders up like a Halloween cat. So we're going to bring the back up nice and high, shoulders low. Good. If you want to stretch your wrists, you can put your palms up, so on the tops of your hands. Good, like that. You can also go palm down, fingers pointed towards your knees, and stretch out your forearms the other way. All right, we're going to drop down to upper back bow. So arms up, legs up, heads up. Okay, we call this the skydiver stretch, Superman stretch, but it just really helps to stabilize our lower back muscles as we get going through class. So holding that up for another 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, from there, we're going to hold on to your knees and get 5 back rollers. Ready? Go for it. 1 for me. Good. Try to go to the base of your neck, but don't hit your head on the floor. Good. I've got 1 more of these. All right. Then from there, we're going to do legs straight, take them over. And as you do these, always try to challenge yourself without hurting yourself. So if I can only go halfway back, then my goal is to go 60% of the way, okay? Then 70. I want to go just a little further back every time. My goal for you is to eventually be able to roll back and touch your toes behind your head with your legs straight, okay? So let's get 5 of those. Ready? Back rolls, go for it. 1, sir. All right, did pretty close. A little bit closer. 2, sir. All right, feeling that stretch. 3, sir. Good. 2 more for me. 4, sir. All right, and all the way back. 5, sir. Legs straight, feet together, stretching forward nice and low. It's important to notice, if you can look at your screen for a second, you see my arms are reaching away. It looks like I'm really stretching. However, my head is up. What that means is there's a lot lower that I can get this stretch. So if I feel this and it kind of hurts a little bit, I still want to bring my head between my biceps and lean into my stretch. Good. As low as you can get, that stretch is so good for your hamstrings. Those are muscles in your legs. Stretching forward. Don't forget to breathe. Don't hold your breath here. All right, 1 leg straight. The other one wraps around behind you. I know you know the stretch, but we want to make sure that as we do this stretch, this knee is straight. And the center of my chest right here is pointed at my knee, okay? So not my shoulder. I don't want to twist up like this for this stretch. I want to go facing with my shoulders, okay? Reach out, ready, 10, 9, 8, 7, go a little bit lower, 6, 5, 4, a little bit lower, 3, 2, 1, and good. Now from here, don't move. We're actually going to now stretch towards our bent knee side. Now you may only be able to go this far. That's okay. We're going to slowly get a little bit lower on that bent knee side. So hold that stretch. Some of you can go all the way down. I know I've seen some of you guys in class. You can go all the way down. That's great. Hold that stretch. Maintain that stretch because eventually you'll lose it if you don't use it, okay? Good. From there, we're going to keep the same leg out. Slowly lay back on your back. Let's going to stretch that quadricep out on that bent knee side. Whew, there it is. I feel it. I feel it. All right, good. From there, carefully sitting up, switching legs. Other leg is straight. Other leg is wrapped around behind us. Again, aim your chest at your knee. Lean and reach into it. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release that one. All right, again, keep your knees bent. That's bent, and reach over to the bent knee side again. Slowly, kind of climb yourself. I've got to stretch this way. Climb yourself over to the side. Like I know a lot of you guys are way more flexible than I am, so you're able to get lower. This is it for me right here. Whoo, tight, tight, tight. Good. From there, slowly, we're going to lay back on our backs, keeping that leg in place. Good. All right, then slowly bring yourself back up. Right leg's going to cross over, spinal twist around to the right side here. It's a great lower back stretch. You don't want to go till it hurts. You just want to feel that pressure in your lower back and hold. Again, deep breath helps that stretch. Good, and switch other side. If you're a bit younger and you don't feel this stretch, that's okay. It doesn't mean it's not working. It just means that you need to keep this maintained. Good. All right, from there, we're going to lay back. Pull one knee into our chest, other leg straight. Hold it for a few seconds, and then switch. Hold it for a few seconds, and then switch. Good, doing great. Good. All right. And time. All right, we're going to sit up, legs out into a V this time. So as you do this stretch, right now, they look wide. Maybe they don't to you, but they look wide. But I don't feel pressure yet. I don't feel that stretch yet. So I want to push it a bit wider. I feel it now. And today, what we're going to do is take our thumbs, lock them together. We're just going to go from inside of one foot to the other. So I'm swooping forward. I'm bringing my shoulders forward to one side, then forward to the other side. So I'm actually going down the middle in between, okay? Good. Reach one side, other side. A couple more here. Good. Just a little bit different stretch. It makes you feel a little bit different. That's always good. Good. Legs out a little bit wider. We're going to go left hand or right hand, doesn't matter to me, over the top as far as you can. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Other side goes over the top. Hold it as long as you can. Good. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go down the middle and go down. Hold it. Hold it. Good. A little bit lower for 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Butterfly stretch is our last one. Then we're ready to hop up and get rolling. Good, good stuff. All right, let's do it. All right, so let's talk about board breaking. So when it comes to board breaking, there's several different techniques that people like to use. We're going to do some of the most basic ones right now, okay? And now what I want you to do is we're going to go through all the basics. What I want you to do then is I want you to go up to your screen, pause the video that we're watching. I want you to pick 2 of the techniques and do them 20 times each on your good side, okay? Now, if you're a black belt, I want you to do 3 of the techniques 20 times on your best side, okay? So I'm going to go through some of these, and I'm going to go through some of the basics, okay? We got back leg front kick. We have step behind side kick. We're going to work on a skip front kick, a spin side kick. Those 4, okay? We can also work on axe kick. Many of you like the axe kick, so we can work on that also. Then we're going to work on the core 4, okay? It used to be 3, now it's 4. Board breaking techniques with your hands, and that's a forward elbow, a backward elbow, a hammer fist, and a palm strike. And we're going to talk about what makes each one a little bit helpful. So this might take a minute to get through this video, but again, this is to make you a better board breaker and better understand it, okay? So let's do front kick first. I'm only going to do a couple of each kick, so you may need to rewind to watch these, okay? So basics of my front kick, my back leg is going to be the one that kicks, okay? My back leg does the kick, so it goes from here. I lift my knee up. As I fall forward, I kick forward into the board. Notice I'm not kicking up, I'm kicking in. My knee comes up, driving my foot forward. If my knee doesn't come up all the way, then my kick is going to go up, not in. Okay, so basic back leg front kick. Here, lift forward, falling as I kick. The strongest height level to break is actually right above your belt, about stomach height on that front kick. All right, moving right on. Step behind side kick. My kicking leg is here. My stepping leg is here. My stepping leg goes behind my kicking leg. As it does that, my kicking leg, my knee goes up, over, kick. Again, I'm falling forward. So I'm not landing in a pretty stance because I'm using all my momentum, okay? So step behind, side kick, falling into it. The most important part of this kick is not the step. It's not even really the chamber. The chamber helps, but it's hitting the board with your heel. I don't know if you can see my foot or not, but my toes are way up off the floor. That's how I want to hit the board. I don't want to hit with my toes or the ball of my foot, or else that acts as a spring and doesn't help me break the board. I've got to hit with my heel. So step behind side kick is another great one. Skip front kick. That's in your form right now. Now it's my front leg kicking. So again, I've got to go where? Up or forward? I've got to go forward, okay? So my knee comes up, but then I'm kicking forward into that board break, okay? Skip front kick. So I'm here, I lift, skip forward for that board break, all right? So that's skip front kick. Spin side kick, all right? So spin side kick, really for like brown belts or red belts and above to try this one, okay? It's a very powerful kick if I do it right. Again, when I talked about this before, I go towards my back leg, lift my back leg, look at the board on my shoulder, and then press the heel into the board. So I'm here, turn, look, when I see the board, that's when I kick. Again, about my height, rib height level or stomach height level, okay? So kicking leg will be behind you, rotate towards, boom, that back leg, see the board, then kick. Rolling right on. Again, if you need to go back and see some of these, you can. All right, back leg axe kick. So again, boards about as high as your belt level. I bring my knee, I'm sorry, my leg straight past my other leg. So it goes this way. Then my shoulders turn back, and I pull with my quadricep, hamstring rather, to pull my leg down. So I go from here. I turn, lift up, boom, driving forward. If you can see my foot, look, my toes are again back. I want to hit the board with my toes back. I do not want to hit the board with the top of my foot. It'll make a slap sound, but it will not break the board, and it might hurt. So I want to come up high, then bring it down. If I was wearing a shoe, it would be the back of my shoe that would come down on those boards. So that's axe kick. Rolling right on. Then you're going to pause this and do 20 of 2 of these techniques, okay? Or if you're a black belt, 3 of these techniques after you pause it, okay? Hand techniques. So from here, if you want to pause now and do the kicks, you can do that, and then push play, come back and do the hand techniques. That's either way, however you want to do it, it's fine, okay? I'm not necessarily there to watch you anyways. I just want to make sure we're getting better at breaking boards. All right, forward elbow strike. I'm here. This is my back arm. My front side is here. I have this hand open when I do this, but it doesn't have to be. It can be closed. So from here, I've got my weight loaded on my back leg. You can see it. I'm almost leaning back. Then I lift my front leg up like I'm stepping over a hurdle. As I land, I sink my shoulders forward. You can see my back shoulder becomes my front shoulder, and my front shoulder became my back shoulder as I retracted this hand. So again, I'm here leaning back. Lift, lunge, this hand pulls back as that arm drives forward. Again, for this one, in a front stance as high as my shoulder, that's how high I want to break the board. It looks kind of low, right? But when I step into it, that's a perfect height to break, okay? Moving on, we're going to go to palm strike. Same idea. Now, elbow strike, I believe for most people, is the strongest one because everything is so tight. So palm strike is going to be for those of you that have a little more upper body, okay, or a lot more speed, okay? You either need a lot of speed, or you know, a little bit more upper body for palm strike, okay? So again, I load my weight on my back leg. See my elbows pointed behind me, fingertips are crunched, palm is out, okay? So from here, I lift again. Same idea. As I land, this hand goes back as arm drives forward. So I've got to really sink my weight into that one, okay? Hammer fist strike. One of the most common things when we see hammer fist done wrong is the board too high and then people coming forward and hitting their forearm, scratching or bleeding, whatever, and they don't like that, right? So what I want to do is I want to set it a bit lower, as high as my neck, maybe my chest, okay? What that does is it gives me more momentum to come from above the board to break the board, okay? So from here, same setup though, all right? I lift, I lunge, but as I lunge, this hand goes behind me. Look, down, up, over, then down, okay? A lot of people pick hammer fist because it has the coolest name. I mean, elbow strike, palm strike, hammer fist, right? So hammer fist, a lot of people pick because of the name, but honestly, again, unless you have a lot more upper body or you're going to plow through that thing like you're made of steel, you want to be very careful to choose this one, okay? And if you do practice this, I highly recommend use it on a lower color board. So if you usually break orange, practice it on a yellow before you hit the orange board, okay? So again, I'm here, lift, lunge. As I lunge, I reach, up and down, okay? The last one is kind of the odd fella, okay? It's a backward elbow. So I don't go forward, I'm coming backwards, okay? And this is a great one, again, because your shoulder muscles, these back shoulder muscles, especially if you do a lot of good push-ups, is really strong. So that pulling motion is actually a little bit stronger than the pushing motion, okay? So if I had to push someone away versus pulling them, these muscles that pull are just a bit stronger, okay? So again, I'm here in a back stance, okay? I'm going to take the hand that's going to do my reverse elbow. I'm going to bring it forward like a punch. You can even choose to hold on to that hand if you want. As I rock back, boom, I bring it really fast, hitting with the back of my tricep, not my actual elbow. Back of my tricep hits that board, okay? So as tight as you can get that, the better, because it tightens the muscles, hits stronger, breaks faster. So again, I'm here, lunge back, boom, big break. Lunge forward, come back, boom. That last bit of speed, that burst of speed, is what you need to follow through to break your board. So what I want you to do is pause this, do 20 of the kicks, or pick a kick, 20 of one of the hand techniques, and if you're a black belt, pick another technique and do 20 of those, then come on back. Can't wait to see you for the next part of class. All right, everybody, so we need our commas now. So if you need to pause the video to go get them, go for it, okay? And if you have your commas already, you can do some fun tricks with me while everyone else is going to get theirs. But as we do these comma tricks and then our form, keep in mind that we want to do our very best to improve and not just do. So I can do and whatever, but I want to improve. I want to make it look good. So what we're gonna do is a basic flip, okay? So what I want to remember with this is I want to keep it in front of me. I don't want to bring it towards me, okay? So I've got it in front of me. I'll turn sideways. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up, and at the end, I flip my hand like I'm taking a drink of water, okay? So again, get your commas if you don't have them yet. If you do have them, you're going to go up and down. Just use one hand, up and down. What I'm doing is I'm coming up and then tilting my hand up, letting it stay in front of me. Look how far away it is from me. All right, that way I'm not worried I'm going to get hit. I don't have to move my hand out of the way. I wait till the right time and I catch it in that same grip, okay? So practice that a couple times, then try the other hand, okay? Then you can try 1, 2. If you already can do this, you can take your opposite hand like you're going to chop, bring this hand up and chop underneath it. Now, don't do this level if you can't do the first one. So again, I bring one hand to my opposite shoulder, throw, cut underneath. Throw, cut underneath. All right, it looks almost like I'm doing karate juggling, okay? So again, just nice and easy to get that rhythm. Just kind of a fun drill we can do while you guys are getting your commas. Now, if you've got your commas, let's practice. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off with section 3. Now, you may be saying, well, I don't have section 3. Well, I want you to practice what you do have until I get to the section you have to know. So if you don't have to know section 3, then you can just practice section 1 or section 2, okay? If you have section 3, you're going to face the same way I am. We're going to do this form, okay? So for section 3 is for everyone who is a blue belt and above fusion impact, okay? Section 3, blue belt and above if you're in the fusion or impact class, and then brown belts and above if you're in the warrior kids class. Because if you're a warrior kid and you're brown and above, you got this. If you're fusion or impact and you're a blue belt and above, you've got this, okay? So we're going to face the same way I am. So this is the front, okay? So we're going this direction right here. We just got done towards your screen with a right leg jump kick and then a right leg, right arm lower block, okay? So we're all facing this direction, low block, okay? Now we're going to go away from your screen. You're going to use your left leg to hop side kick if you're a blue or purple. Again, if you're not a blue belt yet, you're working on section 1 and 2. If you're a blue or purple, hop side. If you're brown or red, hop hook. If you're a black belt, hop hook kick, round kick. So I'm here. Turn and look. Do your hop kick side, okay? Hook kick, round kick if you're a black belt, or just hook kick if you're a brown belt. Or red, hug, land, chop, elbow strike. Okay, let's do that again. Then we're going to do the same thing towards the front. So this is your screen towards here. You're looking at me this way. Low block. Go away from me. Hop side for brown and purple. No, blue and purple. Hook for brown and red. Black belts hop, hook kick, round kick. So go ahead, hop, do your kick, land, block. I'm sorry, chop, elbow strike. Now we're going to look over our other shoulder towards the screen, towards me. You use your right leg and do the same hop kick you just did. Chop, elbow strike. From there, if you're a black belt, you're going to take your front leg. You're going to wind it around the long way so it's your back leg. Reverse chop, punch front arm, ah, back arm and yell. So that is section 3. So if you have to do section 3 and it's a little bit rocky, go back and do it again, okay? All right, those of you that have section 2. Section 2 is for blue belts and above, fusion impact. Section 2, I guess really all blue belts and above have section 2. Yeah, and then all fusion impact have section 2 as well. So white belts through black, you also have section 2. All right, so the only ones of you that do not have section 2 are white through green belt warrior kids. You guys only have section number 1, which you're still practicing, right? Okay, good. So to work section 2, we're going to start from section 1. So we just got in with a right skip front kick, right chop, left punch. So from this position, we're going to take our left hand, point to the front towards me, point your left hand at me, take your left leg, go behind you, right arm, high block, low block. Step back, same thing on the other side. Left, high block, low block. My front foot goes from a back stance to a front stance, back arm punch. Black belts have the option of doing a right leg two-step jump side kick, or what everybody else does, back leg front kick, skip front kick, then brown belts and above, jump front kick, land that low sitting stance towards me, low chop towards me, or low block towards me, rather, what looks like with a comma. Then from there, if you have a section 3, go ahead and do it. Okay, if you don't have section 3, don't do it. All right. So again, if you're brown, red, hop, hook, land, chop, elbow to the front, hop, hook, land, chop, elbow, whatever section you have, go ahead and do that real quick. Good. All right. Section 1, 2, and 3. So this is everybody. So everybody's got section 1. If you are, again, if you are a white through green belt, you only have section number 1. Okay. Whereas if you are a green belt or blue belt and above, you also have that section 2 we did. Okay. Let's do section 1. So face front, strong bow, left leg steps out, crossing the commas just a bit. From here, left leg steps out into a sitting stance, downward elbow, ayah. From there, right hand attack, left hand attack. That left hand then hugs on top, right arm on bottom, turn your toes, low block. Front skip front kick with the same leg, land hug, chop, punch. Now I'm going to go to the right, turn your toes, hug, low block to the right. I'm going to that corner, right, skip, front kick, hug, chop, punch on the right side. From there, those that have section 2, step back, right, high block, low block, step back, left, high block, low block. Front foot goes from a little back stance to a big front stance. Back arm punch, front kick, skip front. Brown belts, some of you guys have a jump front. We all laying down, low block. Hop, again, side if you're a brown, or blue, or purple, fusion impact. Chop elbow, same thing to the front, hop kick, land, chop elbow. Then black belts have your last 3 moves, 1, 2, 3. That is the whole form. So what I want you to do, pause this and practice what you know 3 times to the best of your ability. So if you only know the first 10 moves, then just do the first 10 moves and do them to the best of your ability. So pause this right now. Go ahead and do that again a couple of times, 3 times, your whole form. And then from there, go on to the next drill, next part of class. Whew, good job. Great job today in class. You guys worked super hard, so congratulations. We're going to do one quick final drill here, and then we're going to let you guys go, okay? So what we're going to work on is this basic balance move. What I want to focus on, though, is chambering like a front kick, okay? So I'm not pointing my toes down, and I'm not just having my foot out, okay? I'm going to turn so you can see me. So look, I'm going to lift my leg, and I'm bringing my heel towards my rear. Toes up in the air. So I'm pulling my foot back towards my rear and my toes up towards my knee, okay? So I'm going to hold that position. All right, we're going to hold it for 5 seconds. Ready? And lift, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right, that's it. Let's do the other leg. So again, let's practice first. I'm lifting. I'm pulling my heel in towards my rear. My knee is up above my belt. Hands in guard if you want the bonus points, okay? So again, I'm up and pulling it in. All right, we're going to hold for 5 seconds. Then we're done. Lift and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as I fall over. All right, great job today. I can't wait to see you guys back on the mat and back online.